Throwaway marriages. Before you leave, look within. I've witnessed, read, and often come across social media reels and short clips where friends or well-wishers advise their colleagues to leave their spouses or partners. In many of these clips, one party is influenced to believe that their partner isn't good enough and persuaded to leave. But here's the twist. After the partner leaves, these same friends who pushed for the separation often maneuver their way into the lives of the abandoned spouse, stepping into the very shoes they told their friend to discard. One shocking story even tells of a woman whose own mother replaced her in her matrimonial home, getting pregnant for her son-in-law after convincing her daughter to leave him. Intriguing, isn't it? Believe the stories or not, pause for a moment and think, why is this happening? The impact of outside opinions on relationships cannot be overlooked. We live in a time when opinions are louder and more persistent than ever, amplified by social media and cultural shifts. Friends, family, influencers, and society at large are constantly dictating what we should tolerate, what's good enough, and when to walk away. But here's the catch. Few pause to ask if these standards are reasonable, or even practiced by those advocating them. I grew up in an era when broken things were fixed. If a radio or TV or even a watch stopped working, we didn't throw it out. We repaired it. A leaking bucket or saucepan wasn't discarded. It was patched up and reused. Sadly, today, we live in a throwaway culture. When something breaks, except perhaps our cars or phones, we're quick to discard it. This mindset has crept into relationships. At the first sign of trouble, people give up, convinced there's something better or easier waiting elsewhere. But is that really the solution? Take a moment to consider the irony. Friends or family members who encourage someone to leave their partner often turn around and pursue the very person they deemed unworthy. Why? Because their advice wasn't rooted in love or care. It was often fueled by envy, selfishness, or hidden motives. It is said that sometimes people often give advice not to help you, but to make you more like them. So here's the question. Why do we let others set standards for us that they themselves don't live by? If you're at a crossroad, unsure whether to stay or leave your relationship, I challenge you to pause and reflect. Here are 3 special Eden Union's recommendations to guide you. 1. Reflection. Before making a decision, take a step back and reflect. What brought you together in the first place? Write it down. What good qualities does your partner have that you may have overlooked in frustration? Write those down too. Have you communicated your needs clearly, or are you expecting your partner to read your mind? At one point, the relationship or marriage felt meaningful to venture into, right? Often the answers lie within, not in the opinions of outsiders. 2. Accountability. Take an honest look at your role in the relationship. Are you contributing positively, or have you allowed negativity, neglect, or pride to creep in? Do you help lighten your partner's load? Is your partner happy with you? Too often, we focus on our own needs, forgetting to consider the other person's perspective and needs. It is equally essential for your partner to receive from you the needs you are expecting them to fulfill. Relationships aren't one-sided nor about perfection. They're about effort, commitment, and mutual growth. I will make a helper who is just right for him. Genesis 2:18b NLT. This means the two helping each other, working together as one. 3. Understanding love. Love isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a choice and a commitment. The Bible says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." John 15:13. True love is sacrificial. It forgives, endures, and strives for reconciliation, even when it's hard. We need to return to the mindset of repairing, not discarding. Just as we value fixing a car or phone because of its worth, we must prioritize mending our relationships. Don't let fleeting opinions or societal pressures rob you of something precious. Pause. Reflect. Take responsibility. Understand what love truly is. When you choose to fight for what matters, you may discover something far more fulfilling than starting all over could ever bring. And remember, the people telling you to walk away won't be the ones left picking up the pieces. You will. Choose wisely. Do like and subscribe for more content.